Hello, Internet. This is BoneCarlos and Knob coming to you live from Whirlwind. How you doing over there, man? It's been a while.
Yes, it has. I'm doing pretty good. Feeling like a wrestler.
Nice. Coming today, we're going to have a little bit of a special treat. Hopefully, a Grandmaster PTVZ. The players today are going to be icArus, GG Kids. icArus spawning as the Blue Zerg. His opponent is going to be Select spawning as the Red Terran. Select back into StarCraft 2 after a little bit of a foray into Dota 2. So hopefully he continues his good play, fun play, and see some interesting stuff coming out of these two. Grandmaster level play, what do you expect out of these guys?
I'm expecting a lot of fancy doings going on in these here parts.
Some fancy doings?
some Marine splits, some good solid play from both on the macro and the micro end of things. And I'm hoping to see a little bit of Biomine that I like to watch.
Yeah, Biomine, yeah, especially. That is a very interesting play. I actually do enjoy seeing that as well, even though I don't like it when it's happening to me. But we'll see what happens. Both these players, I mean, they're both playing very standard, very just normal along the PvZ routes, especially since neither of them are scouting. Very secure in their own abilities, and we already see, looks like icArus is going to go with an early pool, or early hatch. Well, not really early, just hatch first. No spawning pool just yet. While Select is going, he's building up a lot of, there you go, command center at the top ground.
Yep, and this is a pretty classic play. Barrick's going to complete the wall off here, kind of protect from any Ling run-bys, and if he decides to get zesty and try to do a Bailing Bust or something, you got part of your wall with 1500 HP.
And right now in the chat, it looks like Select doesn't know the song "Sandstone" by Daru. Do you know that? Do you know this song?
No, that's not something I'm familiar with.
Oh man, it's like I guess it was more of a my age kind of thing. And wow, look at this, double expansion, no spawning pool. If Select catches this, this could be trouble for icArus, don't you think?
It is, but then again, though, also the command center first build for Terran, Zergs generally tend to react by going for two pools before, two hatch before pool. It's not really that uncommon. He's just gonna need to make sure he has what he needs to say ward off, like my favorite opener, which is the Hellion Banshee.
Yeah, and well, the thing is, like, neither of these opponents have scouted. I mean, just now Select is going into icArus's base. He spots the expansion, sees the a little bit late spawning pool. It's more than likely going to assume there's going to be a third hatchery up and running. So we already see Select a little forward SCV up. I'm expecting a bunker to be put down immediately as soon as he has the minerals. Well, he has the minerals, but I expect him to put it down whenever he so chose. He's going to go ahead and scout. Catches the third hatchery. And puts down a bunker right at the front of the third spawning pool, just finishing up. Let's see if he queues up any Zerglings. Yep, 4 Zerglings are being queued up, along with that double queen. Already has 1 extractor at the natural expansion. So this is going to be a Zergling heavy play, especially without any tech, especially with only 1 extractor being put up, 10 more Zerglings being morphed in. Wow.
Yeah, if he would have reacted just a little bit quicker with that drone, he could have sniped that SCV before it actually completed that bunker. It only had 15 HP left, so it definitely could have accomplished that task.
And now we see a bunker with a single SCV. Marine's going to go ahead and start pecking away, but this is just too much. Select just abandons it. He does manage to salvage it, gets back 75 minerals, and now here come the Zerglings are giving chase. But really, this is exactly what Select wanted icArus to do. He used up a lot of larva for those Zerglings. I mean, right now he has 9 Zerglings, so 10 Zerglings. So 5 larva was used up in that initial push, and all it cost Select was 25 minerals.
Yep, very true, very true. The Terran is on the resource end of the losing battle here, just ever so slightly, until he moves up here and has these Hellions. Most likely roast a lot of these Zerglings because speed is not done.
Look at that play! Lifting the command center to save that single Hellion. Oh!
That was pretty amazing, because that surround was quite nice. You would have been able to pick off that Hellion and then get out of there with those Lings. That would have been pretty much the best scenario possible, but instead, like you were saying, he used a lot of the a lot of his larvae on those Zerglings, his economy could be a little bit more robust right now.
Yeah, and look at that. That single move was the difference between a win and a loss for Select. So now I would say he definitely is ahead. Looking at the income tab, we see the harvester count definitely does favor icArus, but with the power of those OP mules and the fact that icArus already has 3 hatcheries up and running, the harvester count should be way in the lead for icArus, but still only one. A Vespin Geyser has been taken, actually a second one, finally taken at the natural expansion. So we're going to see a lot of yeah, and you know what, build Zerglings when you see Hellions on the field. That's definitely what you want to be doing. But unfortunately, icArus doesn't have the gas to be able to continue to build anything else, really. So Select is really feeling, I would say, feeling very comfortable at the moment.
Yep, he just queued up 13. He has 13 drones building right now. He is just power droning and hoping for the best at this point, basically. Because if he moves in with, let's say 4, 6, even maybe 8 Hellions, if we're feeling crazy, that third could just be a barbecue.
And with so much minerals, I mean, he sees the Hellions on the field. Now he's seeing 4. A good amount, a perfect amount, really, since 2 more are being rolling on in to back up its brothers in arms. So 6 Hellions there are going to destroy a lot of these drones if it does get back there. But I mean, Baneling Nest is being put down, 2 more extractors, but no spine crawlers, nothing for defense. He's just depending on these queens, and I don't think it's going to be enough, especially with that small amount of Zergling force. Here come the Hellions, going to roast plenty of Zerglings. Great positioning by these Hellions, getting behind in between those mineral patches. 1 Hellion does go down, second one does go down as well, but roasting plenty of Zerglings in the process. Queen affected a little bit, but not much. And now the Hellions are going to go back home. Roasted only one drone in that entire exchange. Lost 2 Hellions. Looking at the units lost tab, 33 units lost, 850 resources. So all in all, pretty much unequal exchange on that.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, yes, some Zerglings did die, but most importantly, though, the economy of the Zerg player is intact. And if you're going to lose anything, I guess Lings would definitely be less valuable than the drones.
And the wall, the wall was down. The Zerglings could have ran in, but decided to head on back. But no, you're right. I think this is what Select is just doing, a perfect example of just keeping your keep just attacking. You don't necessarily have to win or beat your Zerg opponent, but just keep them on the back foot. Keep them using those larvae on attacking units, on those weak attacking units, either it be Zerglings or inexpensive roaches, just so your opponent doesn't get that 80 to 90 harvester count too early in the game. I mean, right now he's coming up on 80 at around 11 minutes. Generally, if you leave a Zerg player unharassed, he could have 80 to 90 in around 8 minutes, especially with the 3 very quick hatcheries like icArus did earlier on. And what's Select's plan up in his base? I mean, it looks like he's going up for a traditional bio with medevac. So bio ball going up against right now all Select sees is Zerglings.
Yeah, right now I'm really thinking he's going for a pure Marine play. I've yet to really see, probably just Marines and drops at this point. I'm not seeing this Tech Lab factor really doing too much. Seeing a lot of Marines pumping out. Double upgrades. Do have about a 40 something second edge over our Zerg player, so he's gonna have an upgrade timing window where he's gonna have his 2-2. I'm thinking he's gonna try to hit some kind of 2-2 timing.
So a very good point, and more than likely that is going to happen. And icArus does sense this, already putting down spine crawlers and spore crawlers at the back of his third. Nothing on his natural expansion, but he's expecting this kind of drop play, while at the same time icArus is going for a traditional Baneling style attack with looks like he's just going pure Baneling with Mutiling. So Mutiling Bane versus a Bio Ball out of this, actually more like a Marine medevac. Wow, this is early Wings of Liberty play.
Nope. Speaking of, though, I actually think I was speaking a little out of turn when I was thinking Marine medvac here, because we are seeing drilling claws, and I did see some mines popping out here. So I think my original idea was correct. We're gonna see kind of a biomine play with looks like there was some Hellions there.
And they're being mopped up, and especially at the third base, Zerglings just caught those Widow Mines out of position. They weren't able to drill down in time, but now these Zerglings are packed up against the wall. A single Hellion is getting surrounded. Right now, icArus is just trying to get as much damage done as possible. Finally, just goes ahead and A moves. Those Zerglings are instantly destroyed, and now the wall is up. It looks like we're going to see Zerglings and the Eastern Zerglings on the western flank. They're going to go ahead and attack the third immediately. Select is going to try to micro back and forth. Stutter Steps finally decides to just abandon them, picking up all of his Marines in those 2 medevacs. Gonna go ahead and lift off what he can. Gonna lose a couple of supply depots, but all in all, a win over in icArus' side of the field. Those Widow Mines really need to come out into play immediately for Select, or he's gonna lose this to a very basic Baneling attack, especially with that Spire already completed. We're gonna see. More than likely going to see Mulus come into play very soon, especially since he's hovering around 1,000 gas at any given time. So expect to see that happen as soon as icArus feels that he has the upper hand. But medevacs are going to go ahead and swing around to the natural expansion. No, Spore Crawler and a Spine Crawler there. It did pass by the Overlord. Everybody, it was spotted Overseer there. The Zerglings are there for the drop, and Banelings are going to attack the third. Yet again, a big engagement out in the middle. That Widowmine finally was able to get 3 of those Zerglings, but it looks like Select is just too scattered. Manages to get plenty of damage done at the natural expansion. Took down that Spine Crawler, but at the same time, his front is busted. Zerglings are going to have free reign over his natural expansion. Nothing is there for defense. Forced to go into the high ground. Marines are streaming forward 1s, 2s at a time. They're finally going to manage to clean it up, but with that SCV backup, his damage is done at the natural expansion. It is down. Third cleaned up. Wow. Wow.
Yep, he does. Thankfully, though, he does have a, well, I guess now it's his third base, but he does have a fourth base over down kind of towards the southern part of the kind of southern middle part of the map. Not sure what you call that. But right now, basically, if he can just reestablish that natural expansion here, and he's still yet to really, Select is still really yet to mine from his third base, it's still going pretty well for him. He's not out of this game yet by any means of the word. In fact, both of these players have a really low amount of minerals right now.
And the reason icArus has a lot of amount of minerals, he just queued up about a dozen or so Mutalisks. They are streaming across the map. 12 Mutalisks are across the field. They're going to go ahead and attack right into the main wall. It looks like icArus is trying to distract Select.
Game paused.
Trying to distract Select by attacking at the front while at the same time attacking with his Mutalisk at the back, but a single missile turret is there for defense. They managed to bring it down. The slight losses on those Mutalisk, corruption on the armory, while at the same time it looks like Select is going to try to attack this third, but there are a single Spine Crawler, double Spine Crawler, 2 more are being all those Zerglings are going to be there. Finally, Marine's going to shoo away the single Mutalisk, but they're going to go ahead and immediately attack the third. This is not looking good for Select.
It's really not. This is exactly what he wanted, to fly these Mutalisks around, which are now faster and have that wonderful health regen. Just flying them around, do as much damage as possible here. And this third base is really, this is the first time it's really been able to mine at all successfully for a while, and it's already kind of getting torn
and
down
7
here.
more Mutalisks just hatched. There is a drop at the main base, but really the damage is going to be coming out of these Mutalisks that are just streaming across the map. They are clumped together. It finally looks like icArus says, I have him on his back foot. I have him rocking on his heels. Let's go ahead and take care of this single drop that is causing me a little bit of a problem here with 2 Marines on the field, and that'll be the end of that. And that's pretty much the end of Select's just aggressive nature at the moment. icArus definitely has the upper hand right now.
Yeah, man. Yep, and icArus' +1 flyer weapons is just a few seconds from completing. Those Mutalisks are going to be just that much stronger, and that adds up, especially with that glaive
And
worm.
finally, the 2 Marines might be cleaned up, and God, wow, 3 Marines last forever. Jesus.
They really do, especially when our Zerg players forced to stay on 2-2 until that high finishes. And it has about 30
so
seconds.
there you go. 3 Marines are very, very strong indeed. Finally catches a nice clump of that Mutalisk ball, and icArus needs to just attack left and right. I mean, he did a great job of splitting off his opponent, but now he's just focusing too much with these Mutalisks, and they're getting caught by these Marines. But now that he finally took care of that single medevac by Select, he's going to go ahead and bring his Zerglings at the front along with some Banelings, and really this is going to be the problem for Select to be able to counteract on 2 fronts. And ooh, nice Widow Mine hit there. Already has 5 kills to its name.
Yep, and I would really just like to see icArus grab his 3/3 carapace and melee, and of course grab that adrenal glands and get those cracklings out there and start shredding things up here.
And here comes a nice engagement. Pure Marines. Widowmine gets doesn't even know if it got a hit or not, but look at the surround. Select picks up whatever he can. Baneling surround, Baneling bust, Baneling destruction, Baneling cake. I don't care what happens. Those splits off. did do some to save off a few of those Marines, but now it looks like Select back up against the wall. He's forced behind the wall at the natural expansion, but the third, there for the picking. icArus doesn't send his entire army, which I love that. Select is forced to evacuate some of those SCVs, picks up a couple, but now that third is just there waiting for be picked off. Select back up against the wall. Natural expansion pretty much mined out. Main gonna be gone in a few minutes. And icArus is just spreading around, making sure there isn't a fourth base, and he's got to be feeling pretty good right now.
Yep, he's pretty much had him contained in here, and it just goes to show sometimes you don't have to be ahead on upgrades. You don't have to, you know, be ahead on tech. Just keep your opponent stagnant on just those few expansions, and eventually just run out.
The war of attrition, always fun to do, especially when you're Protoss. And here it comes. It looks like Select is still trying to save his third base, but the numbers don't lie. I mean, he's gonna do another little bit of drop over at the third base, but the Mutalisk flock is there, gonna go ahead and take him out fairly quickly. But again, those 3-3 Marines are just insane. Not even sure how this single medevac managed to fly out of there, but it did, and it looks like icArus is finally might be giving up his contain, but might set up at the front of Select's third base, but at the same time he let him grab a fourth. Very great play by Select, attacking with a single medevac, forcing icArus to pull back, and at the same time grabbing his fourth base and sending out another drop at the same time. Double medevac drop. Ooh, look at the rally point. This is heading right towards that fourth.
Yep, and if you look at it here, we do have Adrenal Glands going down for the Zerglings. Got the level 3 melee, the level 3 plating, as well as chitinous plating, and some Ultralisk coming out here.
Oh, the Ultralisk play. Oh, that's going to be fun. And Marines, little cheeky Marines, are going to go ahead and scout out exactly what's going on in his opponent's base. Finally, Select realizes that these aren't part of the forces that he brought with him. And I like what Select is doing. He's putting up Widow Mines left and right with a small squad of Marines, so there isn't gonna, if icArus does a move, he will be ripped apart, especially if those Widow Mines do manage to get a couple of good hits. But now there are Ultralisks, and one does go down, and Ultralisk 2-2, actually a good counter for 3-3 Marines, unless they are overwhelming numbers. One Ultralisk, oh, the Widow Mine managed to get it. Oh, poor Ultralisk.
No. Yep, that was a really nice play. And this Widow Mine here already has 7 kills. It is a Corporal Widow Mine. Salute your Corporal Widow Mine skit. With 4 HP on top of all that. He is a veteran. Give him a purple heart.
Yep,
give him everything.
Especially since it's a non-sentient robot. Why not? And here it comes. Oh, this small squad of Marines. They're not going to live for long. Oh, poor guys. And here it comes. We're going to see Ultralisk Marines, Zerglings, Banelings, and where is the rest of icArus' forces here? He's letting Select crawl his way back into this game.
Yep, he's got himself a 4th established planetary going ahead and just mining away all happily right now. Especially since he really doesn't need the gas. Has almost 2,000 gas just kind of mined up here. But look at this. This is some beautiful micro on Select's part right now. Just running him through the gauntlet, running him through the minefield. Pretty much the best thing you can do. Yeah, that was
great play. I'm seeing it right now. But now, all it is, Marines, Mutalisks finally catch up. He needs the Ignite Afterburners, and oh, all those Marines are done. Looking at the food count, 81 to 179. Select's third base was gone by that Ultralisk Queen combo. He does have this fourth, but looking at the harvester count, 37 harvesters to Select's name, 30 to icArus. Oh man, does he even know about this? He does know about this fourth base, so it looks like that's where icArus is going at the moment.
Yep, definitely going for a little drop here. Got some Marines, a Marauder, several Widow Mines. So you're going to see what he can get done here, but I think this is just kind of like the, let's see what I can get done, last-ditch effort kind of thing here, because we even have 2 Broodlords coming in. So we got ourselves a plethora of Zerg units right now. Mutas, Broodlords, Infestors, Zerglings, see a couple Banelings in there.
I mean, it looks like icArus is just having his way with Select at the moment. He's just having some fun putting up Broodlords just to counteract those Widow Mines. This drop, it might do some damage to this fourth, but no, there is 5 different spine crawlers there with this Queen at 200 energy. It's going to have plenty of transfuses to keep it alive during that time. Wow. A Widow Mine with 15 kills manages to get a Broodlord kill to its name. Looks like Infestarians are being put up ahead to detonate those Widow Mines. Nice play by icArus, not just willy-nilly throwing away his units. Nice little fungal growth. Casts a small squad of Marines. A drop finally might happen at the fourth. Ignite Afterburners are dropped. Immediately, the BoneCarlos get to work, but this Planetary Fortress goes down very quickly. Managed to get about 18, 20 kills to his name. More than likely, most of those were Zerglings. Here come the rest of the Zerg forces for the Swarm. icArus with 175 to 55 of Select. Zerglings are going to stream forward. Select is trying his best to micro back, but GG, that was it. Looking at the units lost tab, wow, pretty much about even, but that's just the way it goes. Great play back and forth, especially what you expect out of Grandmaster level play. That's it for me. I hope you guys enjoyed. If not, leave comments down below on what I could do to make these more enjoyable for you. Also, if you have one of your own replays, feel free to upload them to one of the major replay sites, Drop.sc, GG Tracker, all those other fun jazz. I am out. Any parting words of wisdom, Nav?
If you feel like robots should be allowed in the military, comment below. Oh wait, you can't
There
see
you
my
go.
finger, but do
Later,
it.
y'all.
Peace.